Love, light, and peace, y'all. So, I've been translating the energy of another transmission. My locks are budding, y'all. Look. I feel so good about it. But nevertheless. Right. So, I've been translating the energy for a new transmission or a transmission that's coming in. And just like the last one that I recorded as it was coming in, it's been coming in for a few days, and I've been trying to ground it. So I'm going to just let it flow, what I receive, what I already have, and allow what is in the energy field that I can pull in to come through. And it goes like this, right? You know that saying, be careful how you treat people, because you never know if you're entertaining one of God's angels. That's a fact, right? That's a true reality, that you don't know who you're entertaining. You don't know who this person is, right? And if you view it from the lens of the downloads that I've been sharing, that we are source embodied, right? We are a fraction of source, an expression of source, right? We are an expression of source embodied, right? And when you interact with those that remember who they are or embody the energy of who they are, they may not consciously remember, but there's something about them that you know that they're angelic, or you know that they're godly, or you know that they're different, or they're special, or however the adjective resonates for you, right? And people willingly choose to treat those individuals wrong, right? And I'm saying it from the perspective of, like, these individuals have a light, right? Like, they're either very kind, very loving, they're very easygoing. They're like what the world would consider like naive or green, or like they're very loyal or devoted, right? And this may resonate with how you are, right? And people who haven't tapped into those same energies, or don't express those energies, they don't embody those energies, they look to prey on the one who does. So either they utilize your power against you, they try to siphon your energy, they try to manipulate you for their benefit, right? However, those people are one of God's angels, right? So it's like everything we do is already recorded, right? Like the universe keeps score. The universe, nothing gets missed in what it is that we do and how we treat people and the decisions that we make. None of that gets overlooked, and we all have to answer for that. We all have to respond to that. However, when we talk about God's angels and the mistreatment of God's angels, right? There is a payment for that. And the way that the download is coming in is that there are some of God's angels that have been mistreated, right? They have been in positions where they themselves may have asked, like, God, Most High, like, what did I do to deserve this, right? Not knowing that they were in the position because the Most High knew that they would be able to go through it, and their light wouldn't be, I don't want to say dim, because in some situations the light was dim. It wouldn't be put out. The light wouldn't be put out, right? It wouldn't be tainted, right? And in them being able to withstand it, ultimately what was happening was the person was being given an opportunity to show what they would really do, right? So the download that's coming in is that there are many earth angels. There's many that are walking the planet that have gone through quite a bit in their awakening, quite a bit in their development. And they may be feeling like, or have felt like, why me? However, it's you because you could withstand it. But what was really happening was that it was really more so about the other people. Yes, there was things happening with you where karmic debt was being cleared, generational cycles was being cleared, loops from lifetimes was being cleared. All of that was happening, right? You were clearing your lineage. All of that was happening. However, there was also something happening on the other side where the individual was making a record, right? And this goes with their lifetimes as well, and all of what they've done up in this lifetime. So a record was being established, and they're not going to be able to plead any case as to why they justifiably treated you the way that they did because of your light, right? Your light, because of your light, because of you being this angel, you endured quite a bit, right? And in you enduring it, you still remain loving, you still remain loyal, you still remain open, you still remain in alignment with the embodiment of source that you are, right? Even if you could look back on your walk and your journey and there was things that you're not so proud of, I'm very sure that like your back was up against the wall, right? And self-preservation had kicked in, right? So you had to make the best decision possible with what was available to you in the situation, right? So, needless to say, willfully, like I said, I'm talking it through. I'm talking the download through as it coming through, as it's coming in. So willfully, you receive the part that's for you. I don't want to make it too long. I just don't want to make it too long. But that's what's coming in, right? Like, it was about you, but it wasn't only about you. So zoom out, right? And understand that those people, there's a consequence, right? Like, they have to answer for the way that they treated you. They have to answer for the things that they've done. And it's not like you sitting around worried or thinking about it or concerned about it, because that's not what we do, right? Like, as light bringers, as truth bearers, like, we have so many other things that we're doing and focusing on, and self is at the top of that list, that we're not concerned about them. However, again, spirit wants us to know these things. Like, it's important for us to know and understand the layers of what we've transversed, what we've transcended, what we've transmuted, what we've experienced. And I feel like the resonance is that we're about to see evidence of this, right? Like, we've been shielded and protected from some time from seeing the different things that have been taking place with other people that have affected us on our journey. However, we're about to start to see the evidence of it. Not that we're going to look for it, not that we want to see it. However, we have to bear witness to the power of the unseen. And because we went through all of what we went through, now there's like a completion to that. And the completion is the period. And that is where we'll bear witness to the full circle, the full cycle of what we've been awakening to in our understanding of why we went through the things that we went through, and being able to bear witness to the divinity of what your spirit team has been sharing, the Most High has been sharing, your guides have been sharing. So yeah, that's what I have right now. If this resonates, if you would be so kind as to leave a comment, right? Leave a comment and let me know how it resonates with your circumstances, with your situation, how it sizzles in your spirit. Let me know, all right? Until the next time, love, light, and peace, y'all.